Be Someone is the name of a new anti-bullying campaign launched this week in BC. It's spearheaded by business owners in Port Coquitlam, the hometown of the late bullied teen Amanda Todd. Joining me from Vancouver is Amanda's mother, Carol Todd, and Gary Mauris, a businessman who's helped bring community stakeholders together to launch this campaign. Thank you both for your time.
Thanks very much. Yeah, welcome to, you know what, happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Carol, we've all been so inspired by your courage and strength to get through this heartbreaking time. Gary, you jumped in to help out with this initiative, and together you're bringing this forward. Carol, let me ask you, what does it mean for you to get this brand new campaign up and running?
It's a gift come true that the City of Port Coquitlam, and it's a city where my children were raised in, that they can go ahead and start this initiative and make it work, and it'll benefit lots of other youth, and it'll benefit adults. It's just something that's going to work for everyone.
So Gary, tell me why you got involved in this initiative. What made you jump in?
You know, I think I was much like many other Canadians, and when I saw Amanda's YouTube video, when I saw that very last slide and it said, "I have nobody, I need someone," it just tugged at my heart. And I mean, instantly I thought to myself, I am someone and I can make a difference. So I went and I approached our mayor and city council, and he very quickly put together a meeting with officials, School District 43, the RCMP, you know, some of the community members. And together I think that we've just started something that is going to be potentially very, very significant, and something we're very proud to be behind.
Carol, I know you had a memorial service and so many people spoke about your daughter. What did it mean to not only know that you're launching this initiative, but that people were really rallying around you, well, your daughter, your whole family?
I had so much support. Our family had so much support in the 7 weeks since her death. It reached out, my community came together and beyond. The whole world has come and just rode the wave with us and helped us out. I'm still getting support through letters and gifts and emails and Twitter comments from everywhere. It's just amazing, and I think that when I talk to people, whether it's virtually or whether it's in real life, the topic of bullying and bullying behavior has touched everybody, whether you're a parent or a teacher or a child. They've either experienced being bullied or they have been a bully. I've talked to many people who have been the bullier, and they regret it terribly, and they want to make a difference right now.
That must provide some support. I mean, we can't even imagine the grief that you feel every day, but that kind of support from people that just want to help, it must mean a great deal.
Oh, it's helped me since day one, since actually the evening that this tragedy happened. My neighbors were, and my friends in the community were all on my street supporting me and supporting Amanda's brother. And then it started the next day, where people started coming over with flowers and meals and monetary funds to support the family, and that's actually how I started her trust fund, is that instead of flowers, I wanted the money to go for a purpose, and so I started a trust fund with the Royal Bank, and that was fine, except then the international requests for donations started to come in, and so that's how we got linked with the Vancouver Foundation, because now it's become people all over the world who want to contribute to a legacy fund which will support bullying awareness and education, and also mental health.
Gary, let me ask you this. It's a Port Coquitlam area initiative at first, and yet, to what Carol was saying, more to that, people have been touched by this all over the world. Tell me what you hope people are going to get from this right across the country and even beyond.
Well, you know, this problem is just getting more difficult and more difficult. It used to be when we got bullied, when we were growing up, we could go home at 3 o'clock and close the door of our house and be safe. You know, now if a child makes a mistake, it follows them forever. Now, you know, when they're being bullied, they go home, and it doesn't stop. With social media and texting, it is absolutely more violent and intrusive than ever before. So we put together a couple key things. Number one, Port Coquitlam put together an anti-bullying bylaw, the first of its kind in British Columbia. Our team has created a program called the I Care platform, and that's, I think, the first of its kind, a mobile application where we can report bullying anonymously
There's a lot of great tools that are going to come out of this. But, Carol, I want to ask you, what have you been able to do? And I know, Gary, you helped bring this all together with Carol and others. But before I leave you two, you know, everyone in this country and around the globe has been touched by this story. We all know that Amanda was bullied and that we heard about this on the news. Carol, tell me about the Amanda that her mom knew, that her family knew, that we didn't know.
She was a very spirited young lady. She was spirited from the minute that she was born. She had an independent mind. She was an achiever. When she had an idea in her head, she would go gangbusters to make sure that it was done. She was a child that had multitude of activities that she participated in. The one thing that was really funny is when this first the tragedy actually happened, and I was reading media reports, and people always asked, where were her parents, and did this child have nothing to do, and that's why she was on the computer all the time? And the answer is no. And even when it said, I needed someone, I feel all alone, it wasn't about being all alone. It was she suffered from some depression and anxiety, and her sadness made her feel alone, but she had people around her, and that's what we need. The message out there is that if someone is feeling alone, even though they have their family and their friends, they just might feel that way, but they need to reach out and talk to someone so that they can get more help.
Must be incredibly difficult to hear people who didn't know about the situation that would say, you know, where were her parents? Why was she alone?
It was really hard, but myself as a parent, I knew that I did everything that I could to help her in terms of medical care, in terms of looking after her, and in terms of bringing people like her friends into the house and providing her with support and some happiness and things like that. So I'm really sad. I'm really sad that she's gone, but I'm really happy that the message that she left behind can help others.
Because of this initiative, Gary and Carol, and certainly Amanda, you have had the opportunity to save lives. What do you think Amanda would say?
Amanda was a very caring child, and now I didn't know the conversations that she had with her friends in the last 6 months, but as her friends are coming over to the house now and they want to hang out and they want to bake cookies, they're sharing stuff that Amanda said and did to them. And she was so supportive when they were having problems. She would tell them to go talk to their parents or come talk to my mom or go to the school, and you can't do this alone. And so I'm finding out how much of a caring individual she really was. And that makes me so proud that she was my daughter.
I know you must be very proud. It's incredible what you've done, what you're doing. Thank you both for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for having us. Really, really appreciate it.